makes it so easy for me to build that rapport with them. And somewhere when that rapport is built, the trust comes in, and everything that you're trying to communicate, it becomes easier, it's smooth, it just glides through, It's very impactful. Actually, it becomes impactful. And as far as one-on-ones are concerned, I think new code is like a blessing. It's a blessing, yeah. First of all, for me, because being a very emotional person, as a coach, you listen to all that your coachee has, all your clients have to share with you. So sometimes you get really overwhelmed by all the emotions and all the feelings, everything, the traumas, the stories that they're sharing with you. So new code gave me that shield that I could use for myself and help the client, but at the same time, have that circle around myself where I have my own space, my own, a hidden place where I can guide them and not get emotionally involved. And for me, another beautiful thing is new code cuts the content. It completely cuts the content. I mean, for the first time when I learned new code from you and I used it with my first client, the client was like, okay, so how many sittings, how many hours? I said, okay, let's start. And it was the first sitting. And we sat and I built the repo, and it was without the talking. So I was just pacing, mirroring, matching. And it took not even 2 minutes to build that rapport. And the person was, okay, where should I start? Should I start 10 years back? I was like, no. Tell me anything. And the client was like, then how are you going to solve my problem? I said, I just want to know that there is something that you want to work on. And the client is like, yes, of course, but you need to know what I want to work on. And I told them, no, I don't need any information. I don't want anything from you. I just need a yes. And we are going to do a fun thing. And there was no need for the next sitting as well. So it was so magical for the client, for me, and it has been magical since then. Because there is clarity, the focus on the solution. And when you have clarity, you have focus, your intention gets very clear. Why you want to do it? The how is not, does not matter because the issue is no longer there. You just need to remember why you want to overcome that particular issue. There is not an area of my life where I've not used it. And if I go back 7 years, Ridhima, they say, anything that is happening in your life is revealed to you in a physical form. And my discomfort came to me physically one day when I got up in the morning 7 years back, and I was not able to get out of my bed. And when I went to the doctor, it was like, this, and he gave me a whole list of issues that I had, and it was overnight that my body just gave up. And it was those 7 years was literally like a journey for me. I kept on looking, ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है मेरे साथ, ऐसे कैसे हो गया, I eat healthy, I do this, it cannot happen to me. And from the physical, I realized that it isn't actually a physical issue. It somewhere came from my mental issues, and my mental issues were somewhere my emotions, and somewhere because my emotions were disconnected to my real self, my spiritual self. The entire chaos had happened. So this 7 years, the past 7 years have been a continuous, you have that treasure hunt. One clue after the other, one clue after the other. So it took me almost 6 years to reach you and to get a hold of new code NLP and to, to get that key to unlock the chest and bingo, realize that, it was this one thing that we hold on to. I would really like to share, and this is what I really always tell my women clients, be it corporates, be it individuals, that we always try and change the external environment, which is a constant. We have no control. It's constantly evolving and changing, and we keep on blaming it. However, if we start, introspecting and looking within ourselves, that's the only variable. That's the only thing we can ever transform.
Wow.
That is only thing we can, change, control, and change. So if I take ownership of this variable that I am, everything around me will change because my vibration would change. Because I had one major issue, and people take medications, they get operated for that, and I kept on thinking that this Sonali is not what I am. And that is one of the beautiful things that I've got from NLP, that I have been able to answer this very basic question that each one of us needs to ask ourselves, that who am I? Who am I actually? So when I realized that this is not the Sonali who gets angry at every little thing, that बच्चे ने कुछ कहा आप गुस्सा हो गए, husband ने कुछ कहा आप गुस्सा हो गए, कुछ भी time, अगर suppose anything which is not going my way, I just throw up a tantrum, get angry. This is not who Sonali is. And that is when I started, making an effort, being conscious about what makes me angry, why do I get angry, how can I, kind of change. And then I started slowly responding and not reacting, trying to hold back, learning. So when I worked upon my anger, that issue of mine, which the doctor had told me that probably you'll have to get operated because there is no other way. Otherwise, you can try medicine for 6 months. It just went away in 3 months. It completely vanished.
Wow.
It never came back to me. And now, with Ridhima, with NLP, as we talk of body sensations, we talk of body signals that we get. Now I know that what is the trigger that is coming to me, which would take me to that place. And so the moment I feel that trigger is coming to me, I just hold myself back. So it's like a precaution that you take beforehand.
Wow.